Hi everyone, this is Shirin Purewal, and I'm going to do a quick video today for a YouTube subscriber who is awesome, and thank you for all your support, who's asking about 18 plus condos, okay, and age restriction. So on the back end of our system, we can go search, and I'm just going to walk you, sorry to get straight to it. I hope you're all good, by the way. Right into residential, you can see how we look for those properties that are 18 plus. And what's involved with those particular buildings is that you can't have kids in it. It's usually older people in the building. You can have kids who visit. I'm not sure if they're allowed to stay there for the night. Every bylaw will go through it specifically what you can and cannot do, the strata bylaws, which is the rules of that area or that building for what you can do. So why don't we look at it live together, and I'll show you what I would search for on my end and what I would share with you so you can see transparently what's going on. Okay. So typically, you'd put in all your search criteria here. Is it a home condo? But, age restriction, I've seen actually some housing compound areas up in that are retirement hubs. So not to assume that the 18 plus only applies to condos, it can apply to housing areas too. All right, so rentals allowed, that's important, but I want a building that's only 18 plus. And they're usually cheaper because people want buildings that don't have any restrictions. So those that do have restrictions, less demand for, more supply, easier to sell. And again, back to my demand supply point. Okay, so 18 plus, there's 153 matches. I want anything that's active. Let's go and start looking. Okay. All right, so here it's pulling all these, and let's look at this one here that's been on the market for 150 days. There's ones that are just listed in Duncan. Oh, this is pulling for all over Victoria. Let's refine that a bit. All over the Vancouver Island, sorry. So I'm going to say whatever in the Victoria Core that's an 18 plus building, show me what you got. All right, so there's 61 matches. Let's look at this building right here. It's 319, 9 days on the market, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, built in 1976. Here's the building. The original price was $319, so they've dropped the price a bit. So that means they're not getting lots of traffic going through potentially, or they could. Oh, and then here it says right here, this is a 55 plus building. So anything, so it's not only just you have to be over 18, you have to be over 55 to get into this one. And they typically give us here, right here, all the information. Okay, strata bylaws. Strata plan is more to see where your parking spot is, where your storage is, what comes. But let's look at the bylaws together. All right, so I'm going to put the bylaws here, and I am going to look at what are the rules for the age here. Okay, so, and every bylaw is different, guys. So it's registered here on title, and it's saying this is a legal document, whatnot. Okay, so let's go over here. Bylaws to replace existing payment of strata fees, repair, use of property. That's important because that comes to the what you can and cannot do on the property. You can't run a business. They have all these spending restrictions. That's an interesting one. Small claims, person to chair voting. Okay, more about parking, bicycle storage, parking restrictions. It's really important that with any strata, you see the rules even before you even go see it. You may read the rules and be like, I don't want to be in this building. And it's easy for me to share with you guys if you ever want to do. So no worries on that front. Okay. So I want to know, let's go to use of property. So hopefully, bylaws. Okay, it's called, so the building's called the Joff Manor. Let's go have a look. Use restrictions, age restriction. Here we go, page 10. So let's go to page 10 right here, straight to it, and see what it is. Okay. Occupant. Oh, it doesn't match up. All right, so I guess I'll have to scroll down to page 7, 8, 9, 10 here. Okay. Age restriction. No person under 55 years old may reside in the strata corporation So you can't reside there, which means live there. Could you visit? That's up for interpretation. A person shall be deemed to be residing, okay, so it goes on to explain, if they spend more than 62 nights in a calendar year in the strata corporation. So, sometimes you've got grandparents whose kids visit for 2 months. You don't want to fall in trouble under that rule. So here it says you're okay to visit your grandma for 1 month out of the year and stay in there. If you stay more than 62 days, nah, that's not going to work. Pet restrictions, that's important too. Some people have 2 dogs or a dog and a cat. That can be another video, but typically for these 2 things, I always get questions on, and I wanted to do a video to this point for you. So hopefully this video was helpful, and we could definitely look at other properties here. I'm just going to go. And by the way, for those of you who do not know, you can sign up, email me. I'll sign you up for these emails. And when you get these emails, you'll have the same single line view. When I sign you up for these emails, you'll see 3 dots in the corner, and you'll just change the view of your listing to this view, and it's called single line view. And I just love browsing it like this. It's easier to sort. It's easier to see how many days it was on the market and just quickly browse and whatnot. So let's see what was listed today, days on market. This just got listed today. 0 days on the market, Cook Street, desirable area. What's the story here? Ooh, I like this one. What's the age restriction on this one here? So this one, we'll have to look at the bylaws. Let's see if they posted the bylaws on this one. Of course they have. They have to have, typically by law. Oh, these guys didn't put the bylaws up. It's advised that they do. I can always message them to get the bylaws on this one, but I guess because it's a new listing, it's either going to get posted today or tomorrow as a heads up. Let's see another one here that got listed. Okay, 2930. It's got age restriction, 18 plus. Cool. They don't have any notes here as to what that age is, but let's go have a look here and see if they have the bylaws. Okay, these guys are really organized. They've got the bylaws up already, and I'm going to have a look at it with you guys. Alrighty. And you see everyone's going to do it differently, but typically what I love about stratas is it's put there, it's managed there to protect buyers, to be transparent, to have no, if you read those minutes, you know what's going on in your building, which is a nice thing. Okay, so let's look here. Which one is the one about youth, security, age, division? Okay, so age restriction here is on page 21. Let's go straight to page 21 so we can read how these guys have the rule all set up. Okay, 21 of 25 here. Okay. Save as specifically provided by statute, no person under the age of 19, so this one's 19, years shall reside in any strata lot for a period of excess of 30 days in any calendar year. So they're saying for more than 30 days, you can't have your grandkids in this building, okay? Grandkids or nephew or nieces or, so properties like this, there are some 19 plus buildings near the university, and they're good because you don't want your kid to pay this university, which is astronomically expensive, for their little tiny room. You get a 2-bedroom in an age-restricted building. They're paying off your mortgage. You can still resell it. If not, it'll go up in value. And the other roommate's paying off half the mortgage. I've sold a few of those. It's great. There are some near University of Victoria, which I can do a search criteria for with age restrictions. So you can get on those better deals because there's less demand for it. But remember, because it's in a good location, and once the borders open up, okay, university students come back to university, rental demand goes up. We got to be, guys, proactive thinking. Think ahead of what's going to happen when we all get vaccinated and things go back. Any real estate around the university, those are going to go back high in demand. The Airbnbs right now that are slow, which I'm seeing now are getting listed for a great deal, those are going to go back in the value. so on and so forth. So let's get in touch. Let's see if we can get you into some of those opportunities. And I look forward to always helping you good people out and sharing everything that I know, because the more data you have, it all comes down to data. The more data you have, the easier it is for you to make the right decision. Sending love to all you guys out there. Take care and ask me questions, and I'll try to help out where I can. Cheers.